everyone. Welcome to Cancer Healing Journey Talks. Myself, Shruti Dapke from Community Outreach Team of Zenonco.io and Love Heals Cancer. Cancer Healing Journey Talks helps cancer survivors and caregivers to share their journey with vast number of survivors and caregivers who have traveled or been traveling through this journey. This can inspire and motivate them for their faster recovery as well. Firstly, I would like to introduce today's speaker, Ms. Kavita. She is a caregiver to her husband who had blood cancer. I'm happy that you're here with us today to share his journey with us. Over to you, ma'am. Please start with your introduction.
Hi everyone, I'm Kavita Gupta, and my husband, Mr. Arun Gupta, he was a passionate cancer fighter. But due to COVID, we lost him last year in December 2020. And since then, I am running his organization, Win Over Cancer, which was his mission and passion in life, because this NGO was being started for cancer fighters and their families, and all their programs were designed by our journey, whatever problems me and Arun faced during our cancer journey, all they were converted into the programs of Win Over Cancer. So this is a short journey.
Can you please start with Cancer Healing Journey Talk?
Okay. When Arun was diagnosed with a rare type of blood cancer, which was a very slow growing cancer, of course, it was a very devastating news for the whole family. But we never lost the hope. We started researching about it. We started reading about it. But this cancer was a very slow growing cancer, and its treatment was like only observing it till it reaches the stage 4. And when after a few years it reached stage 4, it had become a very aggressive cancer, because it was accompanied by another kind of blood cancer, NHL, which was more aggressive. This treatment was going to be very aggressive treatment and a very rough treatment. And for that treatment, we both had to be at hospital for around 21 days a month for chemo, and then its reactions and all. And this was the time when Win Over Cancer started. And we decided to work for the cancer patients and their family members, and all the problems that we were facing, like people don't know what cancer is. People get afraid when they are diagnosed with cancer. Then medicines, blood donation, these all gradually these were incorporated as the programs of Win Over Cancer. But all the time that my husband used to say कि जो free time हमें मिल रहा है hospital में, he used to work on Win Over Cancer from the hospital room itself. He never stopped working. He was a chartered accountant. He started his studies of GST at that time. And by the time he was out of the hospital, he was a GST trainer. And Win Over Cancer was an NGO in 2015. We got ourselves registered as an NGO, and since then it is being running quite passionately. In that free time, what I got was something. I started my conversation with other cancer patients used to come to the OPD, or they were in the wards and all. And one fine day, I was being I noticed this thing that something called prosthetic bra. I was told by Arun's doctor, Dr. Sumant Gupta. He told me, ma'am, donate some prosthetic bra. At that time, I didn't even knew what prosthetic bra is. I researched about it. What is it? It is a special kind of lingerie, or you can say a special type of garment, which has a prosthetic, breast prosthetic in it. And it has to be worn by the breast cancer survivors who had undergone the breast surgery. So when I went to the market, the thing I got was a silicone breast prosthesis, which was very costly. It was costing around 8,000, 15,000. And I was unable to donate because even if I would donate it from my pocket, how many patients would I be able to cater? And even if when I approached our donors, they were also not willing because of costing such high cost. And the cheaper version that I donated was rejected by a doctor. Ma'am, this is foam. This will be allergic to the patient. It will worsen their condition. Their skin is sensitive. And my next question was, sir, what to do? The cheaper version is not good for the patient, and the higher version is. And he just commented, when you think something, you are being almost free in the hospital. Just think, if I would have an answer, I wouldn't have contacted you for this. So this thing pitched me. Then I talked to more breast cancer patients and came to know about them. They are not wearing anything, and it had some medical value also to balance their body, because when one breast is removed, there's an imbalance in our body, and so this creates some imbalance in the body, which can eventually turn into shoulder pain and spine drops, some pain in your neck, in your shoulders. So I had to do something for them. I started researching what to do, and then I had some prior fabric knowledge. So I started doing something with cotton fabric. And after a research and R&D of 4 to 6 months, I came up with a final product. I showed it to many oncologists, and they were very happy with this product. So seeing our own journey with cancer, how the families are financially impacted, how they are being emotionally drained out, we decided to donate it for free to the underprivileged class through our NGO. And since then this journey started of our project Garima. And this project has been our 8th project since then. More than 5,000 patients are being served under this project in past 5 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
So this was all my husband's passion, his motivation, his motive in life. See, he used to say a very different thing about cancer. Cancer is a beautiful disease. Nobody would have ever said this.
Yeah.
But he had his own reason. That cancer is a beautiful disease. It teaches you how to live life and love life. And
Yes.
This is the motto of our NGO also: live life, love life. Because the reason behind he used to say is, like, daily people used to die because of accidents, because of heart attacks, because of strokes. They don't even have the time to live. They don't even have the time to share something with their family members, their near ones. Cancer gives you the time. Cancer at least tells you, okay, if in the worst scenario, okay, you have 2 months, 3 months, a year to live. You can live for fullest. You can live to your fullest. That's what he started after he was diagnosed with cancer. At a time, he was given a 10% chance only. There is only 10% chance that you will survive for next 3 months. But and it is the treatment is going to be very costly, and now it's your choice whether to go for the treatment or not. But we opted to go for the treatment because you never know, miracles happen every day. You never know.
And that's very true.
Yeah, and miracle did happen. He was cured in 6 months.
Oh, wow.
The chemo. Yeah, the chemos he was given, they responded very well. And in 6 months, his disease was in remission. It was no less than a miracle for the doctors. And I think this was all because of his positivity, because of his attitude of never giving up. Whatsoever the reactions, he used to have worst reaction, the skin sensitivity, lot of pain, vomitings, loss of appetite, loss of weight, loss of hair, everything what you can imagine as a chemo reaction, he used to have it. But he never gave up. He never gave up. Okay, this
That's
is
really
only
inspiring.
he always said, he always used to believe in that quote that suffering, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. And he never suffered out of his pain. He had 3 lapses. He had one adenocarcinoma on eyelid as well. Every year, after 2016, every year he used to have a relapse and another, which used to come with another type of cancer. At the end, he was fighting with 4 type of cancers,
Mm-hmm.
3 type
But
of blood cancer,
that time, I'm sorry,
adenocarcinoma. Yeah, yeah.
that time, didn't you feel like giving up as a
I
caregiver?
think uh, it was not an option for me.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Giving up is not an option. Even my daughters, they were very young at that time. We used to have a normal kind of environment at home also.
Mm-hmm.
Because see, one thing which I was told by Dr. Sumant when his treatment was starting, ma'am, from today your life is going to be hell. He simply told me. Arun was not there, we both were
Huh.
there. He told me, ma'am, your life is going to be hell, but this is smile should be on your face forever now. Whatever I'm going to tell you the worst things, Arun is going to face worst things, but he would be looking his condition from your face. You
Mm-hmm.
are going to be the mirror for him now.
Yeah, right.
If you will break down, he will break down.
Hmm.
So you have to gather all your strength, keep this smile on your face forever. And since that day, I haven't ever lost my smile, at least in front of my family and Arun. And I think these are the small things that keeps a cancer patient to fight. First, the caregiver has to be strong. You,
Yes.
it's the immediate family that will give the strength to the patient. No,
Hmm.
everything is going to be fine. These all things are momentary. This will pass away in this moment will pass away in some time. We all will be happily ever after, and all these kind of small things like
Yeah.
you can say everybody can find a little ray of hope in even the darkest of the room.
Hmm.
So that
Yes.
was the thing with me and Arun. When we used to stay in hospital, most of the times we were in the isolation because of the counts down and all. And people used to sympathize with इतना time आप hospital में रहते हो, don't you miss
Right.
the family? And Arun used to laugh. Bhai, we are middle-aged couple. No middle-aged couple used to spend so much of time together. We are fortunate enough to spend so much of time together. These were small jokes that he used to crack at that
Yeah, he
time.
had a very positive perspective towards life.
Very
Yes.
positive perspective towards life. He was never afraid of his disease because, see, when cancer happens, one thing is you have to accept it. You have to accept it. Okay, cancer
Yeah.
is there, and I cannot do anything about it. My doctor can do it, and God can do it. So
Hmm.
first thing is to put your full faith in your doctor. Whatever he is doing for our betterment. And
Mm-hmm.
then the results are to be given by God, by the supreme power above. So there is nothing in our hand. So we should worry for the things which we can change. So we can't change cancer. The thing
Yeah.
is, we can accept. Okay. And when we accept the things, we will just focus on the solutions. We won't focusing on the problems is not the solution. Focusing on the solutions is the
Is
solution
the
for the
yeah.
problem.
Oh wow. That was amazing.
Yeah. Negativity will never allow to focus you on the solution. When you are I would say be optimistic
Hmm.
to maximum extent. जितना optimistic हो सकते हो ना उतना optimistic.
Huh.
Because see, life and death is not in our hand.
Yeah.
In my case also, it was cancer. Everyone was afraid that one day cancer will take him away. But no, it was COVID that took him away.
Oh.
And we also never knew. The day he left us, we talked to him in the evening, and at the night we got this bad news. So we wouldn't have ever thought he will not win over COVID also, as he had always fought back with cancer. So life and death is not in our hands. It's all, so we have to live positively. We have to live each and every moment of your life.
Yes, that's very true. So when you heard that it's like 4 times again and again happening with you, I mean your family, you didn't think for once also that why us, like why are we getting this cancer 4 times? Didn't you think even once?
See, this was not in my hand. Why me is not an answer.
Yeah, that's
me is the answer. Each and every relapse, doctor used to tell me, only me, ma'am, this is the report. This has happened this time. Now we will talk to Mr. Arun Gupta after 2 days. You have to keep it secret now.
Yeah, and for that 2 days you have to suffer inside.
I'll just tell you first, for its first lapse, it was pre-Diwali day. It was before Diwali, 2 days before Diwali, when this news being cracked to me, ki Arun sir has got a relapsed, ma'am, and we will take this forward after Diwali.
Oh.
Okay, because everybody has the holidays for Diwali, 2-3 days, right. Everything is being shut down and all. So we will go through a PET scan on just after Diwali. Until that, you have to keep it secret. I celebrated Diwali with whole enthusiasm. I didn't tell anyone in the family.
But that must have been so hard for you.
So it was hard, but I had a faith.
Right.
Okay. Faith is something that can kill your fears.
Yes.
Feed your faith so much, your fears is stuck down.
Wow.
So I had that full faith in God. कि okay, आपने हमें last year डाला था उस position से, this time also you are going to bring us up. Now this is your duty. I have been assigned this duty to keep smiling, to celebrate Diwali with whole enthusiasm, nothing else. And I break this news to Arun after Diwali. After his PET scan, me and his doctor, we both were there. And even, of course, he was being shocked. But the next question is, sir, chemo kab se start karni hai, ye batao.
Wow. I mean, I don't know what to say. This perspective is very positive. I mean, for me individually, I can't reach there. I feel.
He was ultimately positive.
Yeah, actually.
He always used to say that I am a chartered accountant by profession and a cancer fighter by passion. And he passionately fought his cancer. Yes. Every time he was never scared. The news was every time break down to him. This time this relapse, and this time these are all the propagation and ratio of you're getting through this treatment on. And he used to listen and all. And the next time, treatment कब start करना ये बता दो. Okay, जो
मतलब कभी कुछ दुख वाला कुछ sad ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं. ट्रीटमेंट कब है वो बताओ मुझे से. That's really amazing.
कब start होगा, कब खत्म होगा, बस ये इतना बताओ. How much time I have to take off from my work. He was very passionate about his work. He was very passionate. Every time doctor used to visit his home, he was working in his laptop, and doctor used to come and just shut it down and say, तो लगे पेशेंट के कमरे में आ रहा हूँ. Every time मुझे ये लगता है चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट के कमरे में आ रहा हूँ.
Wow.
So he never stopped his work, his practice as a chartered accountant. He never stopped working for Win Over Cancer. Even he was working for around 12 to 15 hours a day.
Wow.
It was, yeah, and it was his passion, his positivity that kept him going. It was not like that he didn't used to had any kind of reactions, or he didn't used to have any kind of pain. He was all physically fit, but he was mentally fit.
Yes,
He
that's very
always
important.
used to say, pain is in your brain. If you have to work, you have to work.
This is actually inspiring, not only for cancer patients, but also like to each and every human. I feel like people give reasons that they are not starting or anything, but this is like inspiring to even them who doesn't have any cancer or something.
Even I told you about my inventing this prosthetic bra. He was the motivation behind. Every time I was tired and all in the hospital, and यार कर लेना, कुछ अच्छा ही कर रही है, please keep on doing this. And he was the motivation and inspiration. Do something, people need it and all. So he was a different kind of person, you can see, with yes, actually. He even never lost his smile. I'm saying I never lost my smile. He even never lost his.
And because of him, you.
Yeah. It was a mutual thing, you can say, because of him, actually. I, and because of me, him. Yes. But this was being cleared from me. You both are going to be the mirror for each now. And it was not like we never lost our hope, or we never lost our positivity. It will be wrong. There were moments when we used to shatter down, when we used to break down. Always when one used to break down, the other was there to support.
Like it was 50-50.
Yeah, it was like 50-50 thing, that if one is going down, the other will be there always. Ki no, why are thinking so negatively? And we never let our negativity, our negative thoughts to overpower us.
Right. That's very important.
Yeah. And the proof for that is faith. Just believing in whatever is going to happen for our betterment.
Yeah. Whatever God is doing, it is for us.
It is for. And of course, he always used to, one day some person asked him that, why you got cancer? And we both promptly just said, because Win Over Cancer had to happen.
Oh wow. Mostly people say कि cancer हुआ शायद पिछले जन्म का कुछ पाप रहेगा, नहीं तो you did something wrong now only, that's why cancer happened. But that is so wrong to say.
And I think that person was similarly asking this thing, and he was expecting this kind of answer.
Right.
पिछले जन्म के कोई पाप रहे होंगे. And we both never discussed this answer, and एकदम से we both just extemporated because Win Over Cancer had happened. And if we think that if cancer wouldn't have happened to Arun, we both would have been like a normal couple living our life happily, and he going to the job, and
nothing extraordinary would have happened.
It's like in worst of situation, we used to find that little moments of happiness.
Right.
In everything.
So there are other cancer caregivers. What is your advice or suggestion from your side to them?
See, my advice and my suggestion is, first thing I told, never lose your smile, at least in front of the fighter. Because see, caregiver fight, the patient is fighting cancer, but caregiver is fighting two battles.
Right.
He or she is fighting cancer also, and he and she is fighting the negativity that is being spread around also, and they have this thing because they are being responsible to keep the patient motivated. That
Yes.
used to say cancer doesn't happen to a single person, it happens to the whole family.
Family.
Because it's the family's responsibility to keep the patient motivated, keep he or she positive, and this will happen just when you are positive,
Positive.
when
Yes.
you are strong enough, and giving up is not an option.
Wow. Amazing.
Arun used to say, never give up, it's a crime.
Oh.
It's a crime to give.
Damn, amazing, man.
Because you can't, whatever has happened, you can't change it. You can't change the cancer. You can't change the circumstances you are being
It's
caught
better
in.
to fight it than to cry over it. Yeah. And what are 3 life lessons which you learned after cancer?
One is this: never give up. It's a crime. Then you find your strength when you find that being strong is the only option now. I was a very normal housewife, raising up my 2 daughters, doing all the household work. I never knew that I will be sitting on this chair. I will be earning so much of award, so much of appreciation. I will be working for cancer patient. This will become my passion. I never knew this. This all came up when I became strong, when I found, okay, now this is your time. You have to be strong and you have to look forward. And I just embraced whatever thing was coming up, whether it was positive or whether it was negative.
Yeah.
Acceptance is the key to the solution.
Right.
Once you accept, see, you have a problem in life, you have 2 options. If you accept it, if you can change it, then change it. If you can't change it, then accept it. I couldn't have changed that my husband is fighting with cancer, so I accepted it. And when I accepted it, then only we both started reading and researching about, okay, what are the treatment options.
Right. When we accept it, I don't think we are more scared to it.
Yeah. Faith is the key to fighting out all your fears.
Yes.
Feed your faith so much that all your fears starve down.
Yeah. And if anyone who is watching this video who wants to contact your NGO or anything, do you want to say anything behalf of
NGO? You can contact us through our website winovercancer.net, or you can mail us at winovercancer.net@gmail.com. Anyone who is fighting with cancer can contact us for counseling services. We provide free these breast prostheses and pocket bras to the breast cancer survivors. Then we raise awareness about the cancer myths and what cancer is in the society. We held a self-breast examination workshops for people. So, caregivers can also contact us for being motivated and all.
Yeah.
So do visit winovercancer.net.
Yes. And now the last question is, if you have to sum up the whole journey, what it would be?
If I sum up the whole journey, I would just say cancer happened to Arun because Winover Cancer had to born.
Wow, amazing.
So everything happens for a reason in your life.
Sure, yes.
Everything happens for a reason. It's just like, don't get shattered when you are stuck in a problem. There is always a door, and you can open that door with your positivity.
Yeah. Okay then. Thank you for your valuable time. I'm sure this session really motivates people out there who have traveled or been traveling through cancer. It was lovely having you here today once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shruti. Thank you so much.